Hi, Dr. Charles. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I just visited with a patient. She's 16. Her name's Ariel. She definitely has some body dysmorphia and hoarding issues.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I did an assessment on her already. I met with her. She didn't seem to have a very good sense of reality in some spots. She was very obsessed with this guy named Eric. She had only known him. She actually doesn't even know him.
Oh, really?
She saved him and brought him to land and has been completely obsessed with him ever since. And she is hoarding humanistic things in this cave and things like that.
Okay.
So when I did her assessment, I didn't see any tremors or tics or anything like that. She didn't have any stereotypical movements or mannerisms. She didn't have any special facial body movements that I was concerned with. She didn't bite her nails or cover her face. She didn't grimace. She was very hyperactive. She didn't get up and out of the chair, things like that.
Okay. Did she pace or anything like that?
She did seem like she was really unsettled. Like she got kind of hyperactive for a minute and then back down, and kind of a wide range of emotions there for a while. But she was able to sit still, just on occasion wasn't able to. But for restless and agitation, I didn't see anything, or she wasn't rigid. I didn't see that she was have any aggressiveness or anything like that. She didn't have any gait problems. She did seem like she had a limited range of motion, especially with her tail. It was very evident. She couldn't dance, walk, run, anything like that. And she didn't have freedom of movement. Like she wasn't able to do things freely with the tail.
Okay, with her tail.
Yeah, but for any psychomotor retardation, I didn't see anything. Her movements weren't slow. Her thinking and speech weren't slow. And I noticed she did have echopraxia. She was mimicking the actions of others, especially humans, and things like that. She took a fork and started brushing her hair with it and things like that. And she's saying spell gifts for all these human things, and she tries to use them appropriately. She was watching humans wear dresses, and she got a sail and wrapped it around like a dress and tied it. So.
How was her speech patterns?
There was no slowness or rapidity of speech. Her speech seemed normal. There was no note that it was synchronized or interrupted. Her words were spoken appropriately with emphasis, and her words weren't monotone by any means. She definitely gave you some of that volume and stuff, and it was soft. It wasn't loud or anything like that. There was no hoarseness or slurred speech. She did say that when she has legs, she can't talk, and so she did have the trait she made with Ursula for her soul, and then when she has legs, she can't have a voice. And so she did have difficulty forming words and using words incorrectly. She called the fork something different that wasn't
A made up word?
Yeah.
Okay. Was she cooperative towards you the whole time, or?
Yeah, she was willing to cooperate, and she didn't refuse to answer questions. She was social and responsive, and she didn't use any sarcasms, or she didn't seem irritable and anything like that. She was pretty attentive, and she actively participated in our interview, and she wasn't suspicious of me as an interviewer.
Okay. What about her mood? How would you describe her mood today?
So I definitely think she was very depressed. She was depressed and despairing, and she had this overwhelming feeling of sadness with her situation and not being able to have legs and things like that. I don't think she seemed irritable or anxious, but. And then she did have some elated moments of intense pleasure when she was talking about Eric, and then when she was talking about her dad and her situation, back to that very depressed, and it was really elated and went back and forth. So definitely displaying some euphoric emotions there. And she didn't seem to express feelings of joy and intense pleasure or anything like that. And she did seem, fearful of, yeah, she verbalized that she has all her humanistic items in the cave and is very sad or scared of her dad finding them and feels sad that she wants to be human because she knows her dad in the kingdom wouldn't approve and things like that.
I think she's guilty about anything.
Yeah, I do think she feels very guilty about wanting to be a human and having legs and her dad finding her stuff that she's doing behind his back.
Okay. Do you think she has any feelings of sadness and despair or label?
Yeah, I
any
do.
Mood swings?
Yeah, I do think she demonstrated some mood swings, especially with the euphoria and wanting to be with Eric and they're in love and gonna get married and be happily ever after. But if she can't have these legs, then she is very depressed. And
Okay. What about her effect? Was she congruent with her mood? Did she have outward emotion expression consistent with her mood? How would you?
yeah, I do think her mood was consistent with her situation.
Okay. Did she have a flat affect at all?
No, I think she didn't display any absence of outward emotion or something.
Okay, so she was appropriate with you.
Yeah, she was very appropriate.
Okay. Any outward emotion expression with her situation?
Yeah, I do think it was sometimes incompatible with her situation, with how depressed she feels with being in the ocean and
Okay. What about her thought processes?
I think her thought processes were fine. I thought she verbalized just fine and it was continuous and rapid and her thoughts flowed from one to another.
Good. Okay. What about associative looseness? Would you say she?
No, I don't think that she shifted from one another to another. They were pretty consistent.
Okay. Were verbalizations lengthy or tedious? Numerous details?
No, definitely not. No.
Okay. What about tangibility?
No, I don't think they were lengthy and tedious and they never reached a intended point. I think she made her point very clear.
Okay. You did say that she made up a word for the fork.
Yeah, and there was dingle hopper, so definitely expensive neurologisms and things.
Okay. What do you think about her concrete thinking?
I think it's literal and elemental, so yeah, I would say that she does have some concrete thinking, wanting to be a human.
Okay. Was she unable to translate simple proverbs or anything?
No, she did. That was just fine.
Okay. Clang associations? Did she speak in puns or?
No, she didn't do
rhythms?
that.
Okay. What about word salad?
No, she used words appropriately. No, mixing them together, mixing the meats.
Okay. Was she repeating the last word of sentences she spoke?
No,
or
she was doing it
Ah,
fast.
okay. Was she repeating what you said at all?
No, she wasn't.
Okay. What about mutism? You said she loses her voice.
Yeah, she did say that when she has her life, she is unable to speak. So that was some mutism.
Okay. Any ability to concentrate and disturbance of attention?
I do think she does have a little bit of troubles with her concentration. Her complete attention is on Eric.
Okay. She wasn't distracted during your
No, she
sessions?
wasn't distracted.
Do you think she had any delusions at all?
Yes, I do. I think she has the persecutory illusions. She stated that if Eric doesn't kiss her, that Ursula will have her forever. And then she also had another delusion of somatichism, and she believes that her tail is definitely a dysfunctional body part of hers, and that she needs legs in order to be happy with Eric.
Okay. Did she say anything about having suicidal or homicidal ideas to you?
She did state that she sold her soul for Ursula, definitely self-harm, and was willing to give up her voice in order to have legs.
What about obsessions?
Yes, definitely. She again stated that she didn't even really meet Eric. She saved him and has been completely obsessed with him ever since.
Okay. Was she suspicious or paranoid?
Nope, I didn't see any of that with her.
Okay. What about magical thinking?
No, I don't believe she believes she has magic and that her words have power.
Okay. And then at all, did she demonstrate obsession with religious ideas and behavior?
No,
Nothing like that. Okay. Any irrational fears for her?
No, none that I really saw.
Okay. Any poverty of content, would you say?
No, I don't think the clients conveyed any vagueness or stereotypical statements or cliches.
Okay. What about did she show any like auditory, visual, tactile, olfactory, gustatory hallucinations to you or anything?
Nope, no illusions either, or depersonalizations of media realizations.
Okay. How was her level of alertness and consciousness to you?
I think it was attentive to the environment, and I think she was very clear-minded.
Okay. And her orientation?
It was there. She knows what's going on right now, and what had just happened remotely in the last few days and weeks, and she wasn't making up any collaborations.
Okay. And she had capacity for abstract thought?
Yeah, she did.
All right. Well, what about did she have any aggressions, hostility, fear, guilt?
Yeah, I do think she was fearful of her dad and had the guilt part of hoarding and things like that. But she also had an impulse control of affection with Eric.
Okay. What about did she say anything about sexual feelings towards Eric or impulses?
No, nothing like that. I didn't sense any about her.
Okay. Does she have an ability to solve problems, you think, and make decisions?
No, I think she doesn't have problems with that. When I asked her what her plans were for the future, she said she is going to be human and her and Eric are going to fall in love, and that's just that. And then I asked her, like, what do you plan to do to reach your goal? And really, it's anything. She sold her soul to Ursula, sold her voice, to band her family forever to be with Eric.
Okay.
So I don't think she has any awareness of consequences for her actions.
Okay. Any awareness of limitation, you think, either?
Yeah, no, I think she thinks she can do anything, water or land.
Okay. Was she aware that she possibly could have an illness?
No, nothing at all. She had no idea, like, why she's here. She doesn't think she has a problem or that she needs treatment. She just said, like, her dad brought her here. Her dad says she has hoarding, and her dad thinks she has body dysmorphia because she's skinny, and things like the tail and things like that.
Okay. Any adaptive or maladaptive use of coping strategies?
No, I think she actually did cope pretty consistently.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think what we'll do is I'll put an order in for fluoxetine or Prozac for her to start.
Okay.
We're just going to start her at 10 milligrams a day. See her back for follow-up, see if she needs any medication adjustments. And let her know to take regularly.
Okay.
She needs to watch for some drowsiness, if she's dizzy, impaired judgment, and then of course she needs to let us know right away or go to the ER if she does have suicidal ideation. Make sure she understands that the medications can take 2 to 4 weeks to have full effect. Have her watch for vomiting, weight loss, and neuroleptic malignant syndrome.
Okay.
And then also I'll put an order in for some cognitive behavioral therapy.
Okay.
And I want her to do this twice a week.
Okay.
So she can focus on what feelings, as long as like her actions and moods, everything like that. And then also once a week I want her to attend a group therapy.
Okay.
So she can interact with other people with the same condition and she can talk with them. Okay?
All right, that sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah.